last round in Victor versus UK.
So I know what you're asking yourself. Was that real? And the answer is yes. This is full contact medieval combat. So what is full contact medieval combat? It's men and women dressed in full medieval armour, wielding medieval weaponry, engaging in a real, no-holds-barred fight. Now obviously there are some rules and regulations, as this is a sport and not a fight to the death. However, this is no simple battle reenactment. The moves are not scripted and the blows are intended to cause damage, just like in every other martial arts based sport. Full contact medieval combat as a sport is very young, with two main organising bodies worldwide. First is the International Medieval Combat Federation, or IMCF, and the second is the Historic Medieval Battles International Association, or HMBIA. Both have varying rule sets and fight classes, however for the most part everything is pretty standardised at this point. Each organisation has their own yearly World Championships, where they bring together medieval combat teams from around the globe to determine who is the best in the world. Despite how it looks on first impression, it's a surprisingly complex sport with nuance to the combat in addition to the brute force. There are two types of fight. The first is duels, which are a real test of skill, head to head and scored similar to a boxing match, with points awarded for every undefended weapon strike. There are a number of different duel classes, including longsword, where each combatant is armed with a two-handed sword, or polearm, where they are armed with a spear or long-handled axe that is up to 2 meters long, and then there's sword and shield as well. The other type of fight is the melee or buhurt. These are group fights and simply put, they are brutal. But we'll talk more about those later on. First, let's have a look at some of the dueling.
Corners of my mind. Been long since last touched.
achievement. This will be his 6th lot of fighting in 4 hours.
My first taste of full contact medieval combat was at the 2017 Heritage Cup hosted at Ludlow Castle, which I thought was a superb location for the event. With a backdrop featuring a keep and battlements, as well as the characters walking around in period dress, you can almost imagine that you're a spectator 500 years ago watching real men-at-arms fight a real tournament.
Am I sane for walking out on us? Oh, or am I losing touch? Too many games, now all our chips are lost. Oh, luck was not enough. I opened my eyes. Tonight I feel like waking to life. Tonight I feel like waking up. Tonight I feel like waking Now here we stand and hover on the edge. Oh, we're just a drop in time. I feel like I gave you every breath I had. Even forgave your crimes. I opened my
From what I could tell though, the main attraction here was the Buhurt. This is what everyone was here to see. The women fought 3 against 3, while the men fought in teams of 5. At international competitions, however, these fights can feature upwards of 30 fighters per team. A Buhurt or melee is a group fight based on a historic tournament type of the same name. In a Buhurt, the strikes are not counted and players are eliminated when they are downed. A fighter is considered downed when a third point of contact touches the ground. This can be a hand, an elbow, a knee, whatever. The only way that you can win a Buhurt is by eliminating all the opposing players. Before we take a look at some melee fighting, I'd just like to say that while you don't see any blood or serious injury, what you do see is fighting that is very real and very violent. That being said, prepare for a truly extraordinary spectacle.
Take me away from home. Show me all the places I've never known. And we'll chase the night, race all of these broken dreams in flight. And we'll fly away.
the message you want. Be ready next, find the southeast.
Up here, we're free, bound only by frozen memories. Lost in time.
Federation versus Southeast Invicta.
I loved every aspect of the 2017 Heritage Cup, from the elegance and skill of the duels to the all-out action of the Buhurt. As I said before, it's a truly extraordinary viewing experience, and despite the extreme violence on display, the announcer actually boasted of a lower injury rate than rugby, which I found very surprising. And this wasn't simply a day for bloodthirsty spectators. There were families there, and everyone just seemed to be having an amazing time, with camaraderie and sportsmanship being the overriding themes of the day. I'll definitely be back next year. And congratulations to all the men and women who participated. You've definitely got my undying respect. Thank you so much for watching. This was by far my favourite ever video that I've made. It was so much fun shooting it and putting it all together. Now, if you want to learn more about full contact medieval combat, then I suggest you check out the links in the description box below. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making it. If you did, please give it a like and let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!
Rule Britannia!